Strange beasts and monsters, secret treasure hoards, undiscovered wealth, mystical places, unexplored frontiers, the mysterious unknown. There's magic in such words. Those captivated by its spell are called hunters. Hunter x Hunter is a popular series written by Yoshihiro Togashi, a series widely accounted for its themes and power system. The effect Hunter x Hunter gives is indistinguishable, and I want to speak within this video on what drew me to the series, and why you should as well. If I didn't say it before, I am out of the loop of many fictional settings. While I mean this in general outside of any mangas, this mainly happened within this genre due to a sudden change in mindset. I honestly couldn't fully explain what happened, but there was just a point in time where I realized just how far I was from the things I once remembered. This first happened with Jujutsu Kaisen. I was keeping up with the series weekly around the Zenin massacre, and it wasn't until the Gojo vs Sukuna fight where I realized just how out of the loop I was. This caused me to want to start over and consume everything I once did from scratch. Though this put me behind on a bunch of animes and mangas such as My Hero, Naruto, and Dragon Ball Z. One of those shows was Hunter x Hunter. I remember watching the anime so long ago and I could barely recall many of the key events and small details that I'm aware of now. As well as the fact I now get to see just how different the 2011 adaptation was from the manga, which is how I'm currently getting caught up in Hunter x Hunter. At the time of making this video, I am at chapter 108, and I must say, Hunter x Hunter is an amazing series. Having read for only a short bit of time, I must say my perspective on Hunter x Hunter has completely shifted. Now, I'm sure there are a ton of videos that will discuss huge plot narratives such as the duality within the Chimera Ant arc. I am currently not there to discuss that. What I am here to discuss is the magic behind Hunter x Hunter, and what you can expect from reading from it, and hopefully you'll pick up the book and experience that magic for yourself. Upon opening the first page of the story, you learn what this book is about. This book is about hunters. As obvious as it sounds, you'll find that this story has a different definition of what hunters are. While they do partake in typical hunting work like hunting down animals, they are much more than that in this world. You see, the fear of the unknown is a common fear. To walk aimlessly in the dark with nothing ahead, no plan in front of you, could be a frightening thought. However, each of us possess a sense of curiosity when it comes to the unknown. Some people are too afraid to act on said desires. Others simply do not possess a wonder high enough to act. But there are a select bunch of individuals who actively dash into the unknown, driven by an ambition that cannot be quenched by normal means, and to head within that darkness, regardless of what is correct or incorrect, of what's right or wrong, to dash towards your dream and your dream alone. That is what this world calls a hunter. If you couldn't tell by the previous glaze, hunters are in some shape or form egotistical. And this isn't even just from my perspective. Jing Freaks, a powerful and talented hunter respected universally, says this himself. In fact, the word he uses specifically is egomaniacs. This statement is further solidified by the following statements Jing tells his child. Standing on the fact that he doesn't want to see Gon, confirming he quit being a parent for selfish reasons and will do everything in his power to actively avoid Gon, and the response is no less of a hunter's ideal as well. Unswayed by his own father telling him he doesn't want to see him, Gon continues down his path of looking for his father. Jing also offers to give Gon information regarding his mom, and Gon declines. Even when given the idea it might have given him clues, he disregards it off of a gut feeling, as well as the fact that he is content with who he considers his mom, Aunt Mito. Hunters are very emotional individuals, letting their feelings guide their actions regardless of their logical standings. And Hunter x Hunter's power system is a great medium to showcase just how powerful one can become when indulging in themselves. And the example I want to present forward is none other than the Spectre of the Blood-Shaded Eyes, Kurapika Kurta from the Kurta clan. Now, if you've ever heard of Hunter x Hunter, 9 times out of 10 you've probably heard about Nen and his intricate power system. Most people, including myself, appreciate Nen for setting the foregrounds for them for a complex power system, allowing not just for creativity, but expression of oneself. Unlike something like cursed energy, where you are born with your ability and have to work with it, Nen has a branch for individuality known as Hatsu, which, as could be guessed, is the expression of Nen. Wing goes to further explain just how individualistic Hatsu or Nen is, explaining that most, if not all Hatsu, could or should be learned by someone. However, not all abilities are suited for everyone. The example he gives is that it could take him 10 years to learn what Hisoka did in 5, or he may never even learn it at all. This makes Nen a good indicator of someone's character, as they had to personally construct their ability in tune to themselves. This brings me to Kurapika and his Nen Chains ability. Just to clarify, I'm going to do my best to speed through this section, as this isn't a Kurapika video. He already has enough information and probably many videos in of itself. But what does need to be noted is that his abilities are the perfect match for him and his upbringing, and what I want to represent in this video. Having his clan mercilessly killed by the Phantom Troop, Kurapika has sworn revenge to end the troop, dedicating his life into doing so. This focus aimed Kurapika towards a direction of unique and powerful abilities. You see, one of the hurdles a conjurer has to overcome is the inherent limitations of the objects summoned. They can't conjure something past human limitations, but still should find something that actually has a purpose that isn't demeaned by purchasing said item. It is for this reason it is hard for conjurers to be effective in combat. However, it took no time at all for Kurapika to know that his choice of weapons would be chains. Chains to lock the Phantom Troop down in hell. From there, after placing a restriction that he could only use his ability on the Phantom Troop, using his life as collateral, he also learned that his eyes turn him into a specialist. With this, his specialist ability would allow him to use other Nen types at 100% efficiency. There was so much more to discuss about Kurapika and the intricacies about his character. However, I might just save it to another video if I get around to it, or if you guys want it. I brought it up for the example to further emphasize how personalized Nen is. Personally, I think what I enjoy the most about Nen is how much control you have over your set abilities. Of course, there are other power systems that are pretty broad and allow expansion on your own abilities, but maybe with the rise of Jujutsu Kaisen, that series' power system is the most fresh in my mind. Especially about the portion in which most of your abilities and skills as a sorcerer is 80% innate. Practically, if you're not born like that, you're not built like that. You have more of a reason to not be hopeful in JJK. However, in Hunter x Hunter, you are rewarded for identifying with being yourself and following your passions, using an ability specifically crafted to your fit. Obviously, there are individuals who possess more talent than others, but that does not make them automatically stronger. Hunter x Hunter is a series about a boy chasing a nigh hopeless dream about finding his father who doesn't want to be found, and he is surrounded and encountered by people who share the same passion for goals and strive to not live the life they were destined to, but to craft their own fate and live the life they wanted to. If there was something to take away from a series like Hunter x Hunter, I would probably say to take away the idea of how plausible your dreams can become. You might have heard that statement in some form or fashion, but you might not understand just how possible anything could truly be. Don't doubt yourself because of a certain situation that holds you back. Don't compare your legends to the story of others. You don't really know everything that is possible within this life you live. If you were to take the time to study just how much of the world around us is unknown, and much more the universe we live in, and how much we really don't understand it yet, it might shock you. In my hopes, this will give you the confidence and courage to have faith that there is a piece of reality just sitting around waiting for you to discover it. Be steadfast in understanding yourself and use that outcome to push forward. I'm not asking for you to try and explore every facet of the world if that is not your desire, but to give yourself a chance to find hope in your future, knowing the life you're looking for could exist. Of course, I'm not advocating for blind ignorance, and do understand too much of anything can lead to the worst. So educate yourself on the world you live in and navigate accordingly. Develop your mind to understand the world you live in, but be passionate or curious enough to question it. It's filled with miracles and beauty, so embrace it. If you've made it to the end of the video, I'd like to personally thank you for doing so. I'm still new to these kinds of videos, and any support and criticisms will be welcomed in the comments. I do want to start using this channel as a chance to explore writing, with the hopes of eventually writing my own story. As such, I would like to read discussions and perspectives in the comments as well. As stated, I'm not that far into Hunter x Hunter, however, this is a series that I've been heavily enjoying for my time spent reading it. I can definitely see myself making more videos about Hunter x Hunter in the future, so I hope you guys can stay tuned for that. If there's any topic for Hunter x Hunter that you'd like to see me speak on, please drop it in the comments, as well as any other anime or manga, or any other fiction in general that you'd like to see me discuss, as I am trying to get caught back up on everything. I still have other ideas for videos I want to make, but I still like to hear some input for you guys. I'll be reading over the comment section in the meantime. And with that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.